Move that has evoked sharp criticism from journalists. A House Committee of the Legislative Assembly in Karnataka has set up to draw a Lakshman Rekha for media. This was after members in both houses, cutting across party lines, came down heavily on what they called irresponsible reportage. This is purportedly to prevent them from sensationalizing trivial family disputes, crime and ghost stories for increasing TRP. Also, the legislators are miffed about politicians being shown in poor light and being criticized for their work.
Sir, was it necessary to constitute a committee to control the media, sir?
No comments.
Attempt to bully the media by the Karnataka Legislative Assembly is a very unfortunate incident. This reminds us of the emergency days where press freedom was curbed by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Any attempt to curb the freedom of press is dangerous to the democracy. I hope the honorable members and the speaker will review the decision.
Whatever the thing is there under the constitution only we can do it. Out of the constitution we cannot do anything. Let the committee will this thing go through everything and put a recommendation to the assembly. Absolutely, it's not an attempt to control. There are certain misgivings. I think, you see, it's only to sort out those misgivings. See, media is an integral part of the parliamentary democracy. It's a very important wing. So, I think, there has been some communication gap. We need to sit with our friends, sort it out and tell them what we mean, It's not an attempt either directly or indirectly to regulate or control the activities of media.
Committee has been constituted, but at the same time, I think the freedom of press is a very fundamental principle on which this nation is built, and any threat to that is definitely something which I would not welcome. So this committee will have to be very responsible, because press should not be ever subjugated or made to work under fear. When that happens, then it definitely impinges on our democracy and our fundamental values. So the committee will have a very responsible role.
I request the Honourable Speaker to have a relook into his decision and go for a proper evaluation of what happened and what is necessary. The words used on the day, for the people, the citizens who watched the whole proceedings, they have become very much disquiet.
Well, you're doing it already in the center if you go to see it. Editorial content is very much being monitored by what we see in the nation today. So that's all right. But what we need to address is that Karnataka government is gearing up for elections, and they probably have a reason why they're doing it. Let's see.
Media is also expected to conduct themselves according to the rules and regulations. They are not above the rules and regulations. The government of India has come out with code of conduct for them also. If there is any violation in that aspect, then only the committee will probe into that issue. The committee has been constituted, and it is out of the unanimous opinion of some of the members also. The Speaker has taken a decision, and of course in mutual interest, it's a good decision.
Karnataka government is all set to curtail the freedom of media. They are trying to set up a Lakshman Rekha by forming a committee of 13 members, where 10 members will be from Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council. Talking to media, Speaker Koliwad has justified, saying that the content and the quality of print and electronic media will be regulated. And he also blamed, saying that media is trying to have an adverse impact in the content. the BJP has criticized this move of government and said that there will be no representative from BJP in this committee. And they also said that the government should rather call the media representative and try talking to them and solve this problem rather than forming a committee to do a study on the content. With video journalist Satish Sagairaj for NewsX, Bengaluru.